Good morning, everyone. Happy Monday, and welcome to this quick little snippet from the Radical Geek YouTube, where thanks to the generosity of my spouse indulging my ridiculous little whims and making an early morning run to the grocery for something that has shown up in our groups is going to pay off for us all. So stay tuned, and we'll be right back to show you everything about this particular product, which is the new Redi Whip Zero Sugar Whipped Cream. So everyone, here we are this morning, and as you know, we have a lot going on, live streams coming up, lots of little video releases, topics to cover, and I'm completely derailed because in like 6 or 7 different groups, people started posting about the new fun thing they found in the grocery store. This is a Redi Whip product, and it is zero sugar. This is a replacement product that they've released instead of their fat-free Redi Whip, which if you are a keto individual, you did not touch their fat-free monstrosity. Now, I will tell you, if you take a look at the reviews on this product, they are not good. People are big mad about the swap out for zero sugar over fat-free, and the reviews are quite negative. But zero sugar, high fat, that is very appealing for keto. But before we get too excited, let's do a little deep dive, shall we? Also, just so you can see, it is a purple can, and it has a great big label here, zero sugar. So make sure that you're picking up the right one. The red can is their original. The fat-free was blue. I forget what their other colors are because I never really gave a crap about it. But, you know, let's take a look here. So a serving size is still ridiculous, 2 tablespoons. Nobody has 2 tablespoons of Redi whipped cream. So you all already know nutrition labels and their serving sizes are a big, huge pet peeve of mine. You may as well count yourself like 10 servings of this, but I digress. So a serving size is 2 tablespoons, 5 grams. I'm not going to get a scale out and weigh my whipped cream. It isn't happening today. I'm not worried about it today. We'll work through it later in the week. Calories is 15. I mean, do the math there if I'm saying like 10 servings, because you know you're going to take whatever you have and make a great big pile. Total fat, 1.5 grams, of course, because it's hardly anything to it. Total carbs, 0. It's heavy cream, so you know there's going to be some carbs depending on how much you ingest. Total sugar, 0. 0 added sugars. Let's see here. 0 protein. So already, you know, it's still probably going to be a really great fun product, but, you know, from a health standpoint, you know, this is not like the thing you're going to have every single day. However, ingredients: cream, water, non-fat milk, and less than 2% of natural fiber, mono and diglycerides, carrageenan, sucralose, propellant nitrous oxide. Contains milk. I would hope so. So it's good that the first ingredient is cream, and then water and non-fat milk, which are all the normal things you find in these kind of canned products. I don't care about sucralose, although a lot of people really get worked up about it. There is nothing wrong with sucralose in its pure form, no matter how many times people say otherwise. There was one study out of Harvard that had no control and was actually studying something else, where they said it's possible that according to their data, in less than 1% of the population, do you realize how teeny tiny that is? Less than 1% of the population where sucralose may, not do or not does, may impact insulin levels in the bloodstream. That's a very, very questionable statement. And that led to the next statement at the end of their study that said, we recommend that this would be a good candidate for more research. So that is it. So people are all in a dither now, based on that study. They're like, it's toxic, it's dangerous, it's bad for you. No. Now, is it a great food with a wonderful, that can's cold, with a wonderful nutrition profile? No, of course not. It's still a empty sweetener. So, use your best practice. Now, does that mean you wouldn't be one of that 1%? Of course not. You absolutely could be. And as we know, people in our little keto circle or community, or people who need to follow a strict dietary regimen or food protocol, often do fall into those outliers. So super important to test yourself. And I will tell you that is very hard to do. One day we'll talk about that whole process. I mean, there's a lot of videos where some influencers have done the testing. They don't talk about how it feels when you actually do it. And so we'll talk about that another time, but not today. I will be perfectly satisfied to indulge in this once in a while. Not an all-time, every-time food. Clearly I'm indulging right now, but it is my day for my loosen the reins a little bit so that I don't snap sometime in the future kind of day. So that's cool. And so what's left to talk about here? Other than I will also say they do put that it's gluten-free. Honestly, I feel like it's unfortunate that they have to put that on there, but yeah, these days we do, because some products sneak gluten in everything, and I could easily see some products or brands adding some kind of a emollient or emulsifier or something where that would make it have gluten. So hopefully not. But I'm super excited because it is made with cream, and cream is the first ingredient, so that's pretty awesome. Let's see if it has anything. Yeah, so the instructions are just like your regular canned whipped cream. Shake well 4 times before use, then remove the cap. Turn the can completely upside down and press the nozzle sideways with your finger. Rinse the nozzle thoroughly with warm water, replace in refrigerator. Pretty straightforward. Let's go ahead and shake it up. I haven't actually cracked the little thing on it, so maybe, and I know that's more than 4 times, but let's do 1, 2, 3, 4, 25. You love to shake your whipped cream up. Let's break the tab. So far, nothing new or unusual about it, and that's probably for the best. Let's see how it squirts out. I mean, it is made with cream as opposed to some of their other things. And set my little spoon down. Let's see. Straight upside down and press the nozzle. It's a little squirty. It's kind of making a mess on my cloth here, which means I'll have to swap it out or wipe it up for tonight. But it looks good. Alright, it's a little bright. My lights are kind of making it too shiny. So, but it's your standard pile whipped cream. It is kind of shiny looking, but I attribute that to it being actual cream. I'm going to try something here. And let's see. Before I do anything crazy, I also have a secondary treat, which I know a lot of people really freaking hate that I eat berries, but it's my choice. And if it's your choice, that's up to you. Don't let people food shame you because it's not their choice. But if you can't control yourself, and instead of the 5 or 6 berries that I'm going to eat out of this, and you need to eat the whole pint and then start the next one, then definitely these are not for you. Let's take a taste. Let's see. So, like I said, so it's light and airy in here, full of pockets, just like your standard icy machine with your nitrous cartridge. So far so good. It's whipped cream, 100% creamy. It does have a little bit of that after grease that you get from using whipped cream when you've over whipped it a little bit. So maybe I shouldn't have shaken it like 100 times and only done 4 like the instructions said. But it also has a little bit of that sweetener aftertaste, but not bad. Nothing that I'm not used to at this point in my keto journey. And I totally feel that if I make a keto pie for the holiday, I would absolutely love to drown it off in some of this. But actually, I'm far more likely to make a flan and put this on top. So let's go ahead. I'm going for it. You know that you want to do the same thing. Most people will just tilt it back. I've never been one of those people who like to squirt it right into my mouth. But let's do the next level. So the berries totally obliterated my half a blob left. And so let's see. I know, I don't even know if I have to shake it again so soon, but I did. Now we're talking, right? It's asymmetrical, so I gotta do an extra squirt down here. It's left a weird little, it's almost like they could have backed the sweetener off quite a bit and I would be more satisfied. It's definitely got a, I don't know what the right word is, but I think most of you will know exactly what I mean when you get that. It's a little bit a little bit of grease, but mostly there's like that intense after sweet. And I bet that's one of the reasons that the fat-free whipped cream people really detest it, because that has sugar in it, so it's not going to leave that little after, you know, the actual sugar versus the sucralose. Kind of makes me wish that they would make one with a blend of an allulose syrup instead of the sucralose, although I see the appeal to the sucralose from the macronutrient standpoint. So 1 berry and a pile of whipped cream, you know, berries and cream. So my berries are just right. They're a little teensy bit tart. And so it kind of evened out that extra uber sweet after bit of the sucralose from the whipped cream. So, do I think you should run out and buy this product? But do I think it's absolutely a fantastic option to have for those times when you need that special treat or special something? Maybe you're going to a potluck and you know there's going to be stuff, but nothing's going to be exactly right for you. Maybe you have that winter when the kids are all coming over and you have to make hot chocolate and you need something for yourself, so you're going to make yourself a hot warm keto chow and you want to put a little cream on it, but you don't want to take the time to whip your own. Yeah. Now, I did say it has carrageenan, so it's not like when you buy our special super expensive organic heavy cream that, you know, it has carrageenan in it. So if you're sensitive to that and you get inflammatory from that, that's not the product for you. I'm not unhappy. In fact, after I do my little 5 days of keto chow and I go back to normal and I have another treat day, I'm entirely sure that I would not be sad to make myself a special hot chocolate and put this on top of it. So there you go. Honestly, I'm going to eat the rest of this, but I almost feel done now, but not like it's going to stop me. It's pretty tasty. So I hope you have an awesome day. And just to finish this out, I wanted to say something. I wanted to say thank you to how much support I have had for these crazy little videos and for how much support I have for when we do our live streams on Sunday night. I know Sundays are hard for people. We'll talk about whether we can do something extra on another day once in a while. But the outpouring of support and the encouragement and all of the new subscribers just blows me away. So I really wanted to say thank you, and I want to remind you all how special you are and how much you mean to us. So we look forward to seeing you later. And remember to be easy on yourselves because you have shown up and you are trying real hard, which means you are doing amazing. So give yourself some grace and have an awesome day. Hi again. Sorry to circle back around once more, but I have an add-on because I told you I was going to finish that off, and super important, I need you to know that I only had 4 berries on there, and by the time I got through them, the aftertaste was pretty intense. So it's still pretty good. I still say all of the things I said before, but definitely will use less than what I might have imagined in my head because the aftertaste does become rather intense the more of it you eat. So really now, goodbye and have yourself a lovely day. Don't forget to subscribe, press the little bell icon, all of that fun stuff. Share out the link for the YouTube and help us grow. Again, I will see you again later. Thanks. Bye-bye.